Hey guys, this is James with Team RXP Catch Cans, and I want to explain a 2019 brand new Silverado with about 5 miles on it. Maybe a little bit more now, but brand new truck. Installed this kit in about 1 hour. I just did it myself. It comes with factory quick connects. It's a twin can full billet system. We call it our ultimate catch can kit. Very nice, top of the line stuff, top of the line check valves, everything is done right with this kit. And what I want to explain of why we went to a twin can kit and why you want one as opposed to the old style breather we used to run that replaced the oil cap. These breathers would still allow vapors to get by. We would hook them up to the oil cap and we would hook them right back up to the plenum here for fresh air into the engine. But at 3/4 throttle, wide open throttle, you'd lose vacuum, and the crankcase pressure always overpowers the vacuum when you're at wide open throttle. So it would not only vent out the valley into the center line of the can, which it's supposed to, that's good. It would also come out of this breather and back up into the plenum and back into the intake, which is not what we wanted. It was still much better than factory, but I wanted to go ahead and catch this side of the motor too, the wide open throttle side of the motor, which is what I've always kind of focused at with this stuff. But I just wanted to explain to you a little bit better how it works. Instead of bridging the valve covers together, well, we still do. We supply the quick connects. We just plug this side of the plenum now. We supply the quick connects. You bridge this valve cover to this valve cover with a T, and you hook it up to the top line of the can, a mini can, and out the side it will come up and then go to the plenum. So when you're at wide open throttle, you will be you have pressure coming out of each valve cover. You'll have pressure coming out the valley hose, and now you're catching with 2 cans instead of 1 and letting some escape by the breather that we used to have and back into the plenum. At wide open throttle, you'll be evacuating out of the valley. It'll go into the center of the can. You'll also be evacuating out the valve covers that goes into the top of this can, and then it will come up and into the plenum as pressure. As soon as you get out of the throttle, boom, you get manifold vacuum. The air will come in fresh the other way, go back into the can, back into the valve covers for fresh air coming in both valve covers into the engine. And your PCV valley hose that goes to the center line of the big can will still be evacuating. All that happens when you go to wide open throttle and idle is these check valves alternate. There's one going that we had to drill right underneath the throttle body here with a 90 barb, and you hook a hose up all the way to the outside line of the can, the big can. It runs around, check valve flowing away from the can only, and that goes to the throttle body underneath. Now, why we do that, when you go wide open throttle on these things, the plenum area is so large that you lose manifold vacuum, and you have a big opening here that's wide open. But the velocity coming by this throttle body just outside of it, if you put a barb in here, will pull a better vacuum signal than the intake manifold vacuum, which is right here with the quick connect on the side of all these things. Sorry, I'm flipping the camera a little bit on you guys, but at manifold, as soon as you close the throttle body, you let off the throttle, this closes, boom, this check valve will open and you will have manifold vacuum again, which is probably about 17 inches. It's very great, and it will be pulling on the can, which pulls on the center line that goes down to the valley. And that's why these are dual valves. Idle, part throttle, this check valve's open, this check valve's closed, you're evacuating on the valley with the big can. Fresh air is coming into the engine through the mini can into both valve covers. It's just a nice flow of air into the engine and out of the engine into the big can, and then back into the engine through manifold vacuum at idle and part throttle. And it's just a better setup. It works better at wide open throttle, and it catches all around now. Just 100% better system. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that. It's a 2019 Chevy 5.3 Silverado.